Welcome back. This video is going to explore the processes and steps you need to go through as the GCSE exam starts. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Firstly, read the question. Sounds obvious, but make sure you find it. It's usually underneath the extract. Highlight the key word. Whenever you get stuck, you're going to go back to the key word. You're going to use it in your essay in every paragraph. You'll know that you've used the keyword enough when you think you've used it too much. Every time you're using the keyword, you are answering the question, and therefore you'll know you're doing a good job. The question always has a how element to it. That might be explore how Shakespeare presents a theme, a character, or a relationship, or it might also be explore how far you agree that Shakespeare presents such and such. Exploring how means methods, so you need to talk about methods. You're going to talk explicitly about methods, and this is often the weakest bit in many students' essays. Before you annotate the extract, think about the big ideas that relate to the key word. Think about the key quotations that you already know that could be helpful. Think about the bits that you've revised that are relevant. Think about characters that are connected to the keyword or events that are connected. How does the keyword relate to themes such as the supernatural, guilt, and ambition? When you've jotted down a few of those ideas, move on to step 3, which is annotating the text. You're looking for ideas that tie in with your own ideas. If you're looking at it and it's a bit that you don't recognise, don't panic. Look at the bit above. It will remind you where it came from and what was going on. If you're reading it and you think, I don't know anything here, ignore what you don't know and find something that you do. The minimum that you need from the extract is one thing. For Macbeth, you will often find juxtaposition, contrasts of good and evil, contrasts of some kind like light and dark, animal imagery, and there's always an element of the supernatural somewhere lurking in the background. Step 4, make a plan. Examiners are teachers, and we bang on a lot about plans all the time. At least make them smile when they see your essay and see that you're the kind of students that listens to teachers. You need to include something from the extract and the whole text fairly early on to fulfill the rules of the exam. Once you've done that, you're free to concentrate on the arguments you've built and revised as long as they answer the question. Teachers will often and ah about how much you need. Go for 3 or 4 points. For each one, have at least one quotation. If you can use small micro quotations, all the better. The old English teacher's adage applies here. Write a lot about a little. A good point can be simple and straightforward and still do well, so don't overcomplicate it. Step 5, next to the plan, jot down the key words that you know are going to help you answer the question. I'd start with words like soliloquy, juxtaposition, regicide, great chain of being, divine right of kings. As you write your essay, come back and check you're using them. As you check, make sure you have used them. Tick them off. The examiner will see that you've used them before they even mark your work. They know that they're going to have to give you a certain amount of marks for engaging with that context. Step 6, start to write. Don't get bogged down by the introduction. Ideally, an introduction in an exam essay will contain an overview of an argument or hypothesis such as Shakespeare presents a world where the supernatural is a multi-layered threat from witches, ghosts and temptations, but all of the threats lead to chaos in the natural order. However, if you're struggling with that, if you're struggling to get going, do it in a basic way. Give an overview of the terms and ideas associated with the keywords and then get stuck into the analysis. You can do an introduction in 1 or 2 sentences. No one earns a grade 9 in the introduction, but you can lose a lot by not getting going. Step 7, start paragraphs with Shakespeare. Shakespeare wants something to come across as something. So, Shakespeare wants the supernatural to come across as a real threat. Shakespeare wants Lady Macbeth to come across as repulsive from the start. Step 8, don't give away your learning cheaply. If you've learnt a quotation and you've practiced exploding it, say as much as you can about it. Name the techniques used, use evaluative adverbs to show you're being considered. So, Shakespeare's clever use of the fricative in fair is foul instantly creates a hostile mood, as if the words are spat out by the witches in unison. Adding those extra details, those extra adverbs, allows you to sound like you've evaluated the whole of the text, and these are the best examples that you've got. Push yourself to say more about each quotation. Think about what it reveals about a character, what it reveals about the writer's attitudes. You can also always add alternatives and nuances using the phrase, not only that, but also. Step 9, context. Go for easy context. Answer the question and the big ideas will come with it. Don't separate out a paragraph on context as if it's some sort of history exam. It's not. You can weave ideas into an argument like this. Regicide is a terrible sin for a modern audience, but the Jacobean audience, it's an incredibly and unspeakable evil. As God chooses the king, it's a move against God himself to interfere with the natural order in the way Lady Macbeth or the witches do. The Jacobean audience are forced to see them as repugnant. Step 10, keep an eye on the clock. Stick to your time. If you get extra time, use it. Use all of the time. Spag marks are available, so do check the answer. It's best though if you do it at the end of the exam, you're more likely to spot them. Standard times for AQA Lit are 50 minutes per essay on paper 1. If you get extra time, it's just over an hour. Right. Bonus point. What to do if it all goes wrong? Pause for a few seconds. Press the reset button. Go back to the question and look again at the keyword. Look at your notes by it. Look at the list of words or quotations you made. Look back at the characters and events that you made a list of. Bounce ideas off that. If you rushed that bit, go back and do it again. Help reset yourself. Start analysing a quotation and you will get marks. Can I get away with a bonus point? What not to do? Don't retell the story. The examiners have read the play and they know what happens. A giveaway that you've fallen into this trap is if you start the paragraph with, then such and such happens. Stop there, cross it out, restart with, Shakespeare wants, whatever it is, to come across as. If you want to do a spot of specific Macbeth revision, be sure to check out the rest of this playlist. If you're revising, well done, keep it up. Enter the exam knowing that you know what to do. You've got every right to feel confident. Good luck.